Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Shout outs to anyone that's new coming in. You know what we like to do. We like to go on, have a good time, and spread some cheer and good laughter and love and all of that good stuff. So I came on early because I just felt like coming on early. I just didn't feel like going on later. Hey Carlson, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Let me go see if I'm buffering because that's the first few things that I normally like to do um, on Hello World. See what's going on. How's your day going, Carlson? I hope you had a beautiful day thus far. First things first, I got to check to see if I'm buffering. So just give me 1 second. Ooh, um, the light look kind of nice. It's all right. I am buffering a little bit. Let's see. Hey, Shay's World, what's going on? Hi, Mary. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Keto Jamaican girl, how are you? How are you guys? Hey, Michelle, how are you? What's going on? I'm good. I'm good. I'm having a great day. Anybody who's new to Hello World, shout outs to you guys as well. I'm streaming on two different apps, guys. So anybody who may be new to Hello World, um, let's see, make sure you hear me good. Um, Anybody who's new to Hello World, I just want to remind you guys or just let you know to, kind of like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bells. If you can, give me a thumbs up or down, whichever you prefer to do, because here at Be the Difference Clothing and Hello World, we prefer you to exercise using your free will in order to be able to make better decisions or at least a decision in your life. Something that a lot of us have no idea how to do or when to do or when it's appropriate, when it's not, and all of the above. And also, Be the Difference Clothing is all about inspiring people through design and through your mind, and also just all that other good stuff. Um, so, how was my day? So, I woke up this morning. I didn't go to work, but I woke up and I actually went to go fix something and I got a boo boo. I got a boo boo. It's still fresh, a fresh boo boo right there. But it's okay. It was worth it. I was helping to fix something. Hey, being Mary Jane. Gail, why do I want to call you being Mary Jane? Hi, being Marilyn Gail. How are you? Every time I see your name, that's what I think of is Mary Jane. So shout outs to you guys. My bad. I think it's just something because of the show, like how you're used to watching the show, and that's the first thing that comes to mind is that show. I'm okay. I still got a thumb. It still bends, right? Skin will grow back. That's the one that we forget that our skin grows back. And sometimes it grows back stronger, but we just have to take care of it while it's in its growing stages. I've absolutely finished my little drink. So what did I do? So yeah, I did. I ended up doing that. I have not broken my fast just yet. Um, but however, I will do so probably after this. And I think that's the part of the reason why I wanted to come on earlier is because I just wanted to be able to have the rest of the evening to myself and do whatever I, want to do. And plus, why not? Got to switch up the time sometimes. Like so people who can't make it in the evening, at least you're here now. Um, I stole it from the show without all the sex. Okay. I knew that was a rhythm to you. I knew it was a method. I knew it was a method. So guys, if you do not know, I'm on YouTube under Be the Difference Clothing. So feel free to go and subscribe to that channel on YouTube and such. You loved it. I never watched one episode. I've never seen an episode of that show. Um, so yeah, now I'm here. I ran some errands and that's about it. What did you guys do today? How was your day so far? Y'all do anything exciting? Shout outs to all the people that made it through early with me. You did too, keto. Oh, okay. Hmm. This is the extent of my excitement. I have to I have to I forget what I have to do afterwards, but I do want to show you guys my socks and such because that's what I have handy. And this book, if you go to my website, let me pin that message up now because I'm doing a massive sale on my website. You can just go straight over there. It's www dot, I have to put the HTTP in there. Oops, don't forget the S. www dot. Mhm. If you go to that site, you can catch all of the sales. There's a site-wide sale going on right now. Um, and there's the pin right there. Let me put it here too. Oops. Let me put it right here too. There is a site-wide sale going on right now. Most t-shirts are $15. They start at $15. Hey, B Charmer, what's going on? Good to see you. What you doing up around these parts? I feel like it's too early for you to be up, B Charmer. Shout outs to you too. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. And yesterday I had a beautiful sale. I sold a lot of things yesterday, and I want to make them available to you now before it goes. It's up to you. There's no pressure, but the holidays are coming, and you might as well start shopping now for your loved ones, for your friends, for your family. Why not get them something that nobody else has or very few people have? Let me go back here. Oh, I didn't even post it. Did I? Oh, I did. I hope y'all don't feel neglected. I'm sorry, but I'm here. We chatting. Okay, I'll check the site out. I'm shopping for you. I ain't nothing wrong with that. And also, uh being Marilyn Gale, if you want to get them now, you're more than welcome to while you're checking the site out. So these guys, I call the age of technologies. These socks, they are on sale for $13 on the website. And I'll extend the website cost on here as well. So there you go. The age of technology. You will never see these socks printed again. Hi, Ahmed. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Usually I just talk about everything and anything, but this is part of the anything part, right? So it's all about inspiring people through clothing. And it's kind of like I consider these socks as something as a reminder that it wasn't so bad back then when we didn't have too much ability to, touch everything. Like with one tap or one click, we can find out everything or a lot of things. But the only caveat to that is you just don't know if you're being led correctly. I sometimes wonder that on the media section, like on Google, not to try to diminish them or anything, but I always wonder when you type in how to do something or if you're looking for information, are you truly getting the right information? I wonder. You ever wonder that, y'all? Is the information that you're asking for really accurate? I guess we'll never know, will we? I just heard, and then I wanted to double check that George Floyd's murderer got out, meaning like he's out on bond. And I find out very interesting that nobody's really talking about that. He's out on bond, and then I also heard that he's able to leave the state if he feels like his life is in jeopardy. How is it an actual murder that we saw publicized? The murderer is out on bond. And the trial doesn't start until March. By then, if our hearts are not still pumping and wondering like what's going on, we're just going to let that go by the wayside. And then by the time it's in court, so many proceedings have passed that maybe he'll be free. Yes, that was since October 7th. The article was printed October 7th, Keto. But what are we focusing on, y'all? This is why I keep on saying, turn a lot of this nonsense that we keep on getting fed off. The man is walking around able to choose when he gets to eat, choose when he gets to drive. And I'm pretty sure the supervision isn't that great. And if he feels like, oh, I'm in danger, my life is in danger, dude can move. And he doesn't have to go back to court until March of 2021. That doesn't bother you? Who is holding that governor, that mayor, that court accountable for allowing a clear murderer to walk the streets? Anybody hollering for them? Does anybody ever look at the judges and be like, hey, we focus so much on the defendants and we never look at the judges and be like, well, excuse me. Let's start going beyond the facades. And there's plenty of facades that we continuously look at and are just marveled at the facades and be like, oh, this is great. I'm focusing on this. While actual criminals and murderers are walking around free on bond. And if they feel like their life is in danger, can up and move. That doesn't bother you? Whoever's in that town, in that community, I don't care, black or white. I really don't care. Black or white. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you murder someone, I feel like there's something that, you don't really get the chance or the free liberty to walk around after you murder somebody. And I'm not going to talk about all the people who are innocent and are still held behind bars until they're proven guilty or innocent. I'm not talking about them. Let's focus on the simple fact the murderer is walking around free. Exactly, Keto. Facade. October 7th. What are we in November? We're in November 8th. What's today? We have November. A whole month has walked by and this dude been walking around free for a whole month. He's been walking around free, being able to purchase McDonald's or Wendy's or Kentucky Fried Chicken, being able to go to the malls with mask on or off, whatever. He's been able to go buy his own gas and travel with his family and friends if he has any left. Just chilling. He's been able to walk around, go to the park if he feels like, on bond. Now, I'm not saying that he's not in trouble, but the simple fact is the murderer is free. And we're so worried about people that we can't even touch. Why aren't people saying, excuse me, judge, excuse me, prosecutor, excuse me, state, what is going on? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be back onto the socks, right? He told my son wear that. Oh, he said he had a 3 million. I Googled and after my son ran to homeless. The rules are different. I don't care about the rules. The point of the matter is we are on the outside. If enough people say, excuse me, the rules have to be followed. But not enough of us are saying, excuse me. A whole month has passed by and we've been focused on something else. Not to say that something else isn't as important. But we all know there's a murderer. Everybody, last one of us saw with our eyes. I saw it with my cell phone. I saw somebody's life get stifled out of them by a knee face in the ground, face in the spit, dirt, whatever was in the ground beforehand. I saw that being stifled out of their life with handcuffs on, right? And he's free. But who cares about them? The point is, if you say, excuse me, judge, how is this law okay? Now we saw the murder go free. Can you please tell me how that's still okay? I mean, just for a common citizen, I just want to know, how is that fine? Excuse me, prosecutor, can you tell me what loophole, or defendant or judge, whatever the case may be? Can you guys explain to me how this is law that it's okay for him to go out on a bond? I'm not talking about anybody else who may be innocent. I'm talking about this particular case. How is that? Because once we take off the blinders and, oh, well, what about this? No, 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 no. Let's not change any of the energy off of that. Let's stay focused on that one thing. What how is that possible? Can you show me in the law like how that's okay? Please? I mean, because if you can prove to me and show it to me, and you sit there and show, let me bring a couple of my friends on live just so we can go through this together and see how that's okay. And just write it out there, because when it comes from your own mouth, from the horse's mouth, right? Then we know. But the state didn't do nothing. It's not okay. Charleston shooter got Burger King. The rules are different, yeah. Prayerfully with this keto, I'm afraid what I think a lot of us are forgetting. I'm not political, but what a lot of us are forgetting is a politician is a politician no matter what. Forgive me if I get in trouble for that. A politician is a politician no matter what. Once the noise level is down on this, I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of laws that will pass that, because we're just happy that it's somebody different, it's still going to be the same. The difference has to start with us. If the people are united, if we all can be united and have our way with the election, because I'm saying all of us, if we all can have our way with the election, then we all need to start holding them accountable to the things that they say and promise. Not just say, like, okay, you're in office now, it's all good. It can't just stop there, because that's what we've been doing historically for all of our lives. Your mother, your father, your grandparents, their parents, it's all been the same regurgitated system. I don't care red or black, red or white. I'm sorry, red or blue, it doesn't matter. They're still doing the same thing. They still having cake and coffee. They still meeting behind doors that we can't knock on. How important is that to know what's going on behind a closed door? Because that's where all of the things are happening, right? Not in front of our faces. I don't care how many faces that you put in front of me. If the general heart is not changed, if the soul of it not changed, it's going to be the same thing over and over, a different face. Put a bag over it, the same thing. It's no different. So this brings me to my other sock. The world is literally ours, if we can remember that. Not one single solitary person can hold the world. We are the world. And if we really want it to be a better place, a brighter place, we have to understand that it's our choice. It's in our hands. Now, if a bunch of us band together and continuously say this is not acceptable, what's going to have to happen? These socks are $13 on the site. And if you buy 2 items, you get a free holiday t-shirt. It's a free holiday joy t-shirt. Yes. Hey Ron, how are you? B mushroom eyes. Good to see you. We need to be consistent about holding elected. Amen, keto. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because we just leave it in their hands. And in a group of 12 people, like let's say mayorally, a group of 12 people, listen, a group of people sit down, propose things, and they say they invite the public, but they make the times indifferent. You know what I'm saying? When everybody has to work or you can't really be there, or they make it so long that nobody wants to go. But those group of people who represent the school board, who represent every ward that everybody's in, they behind closed doors just chilling, making it fair for other people. And what are we doing? Oh, we just stampede and get angry outside the wall. Hey, Dr. Jazz. Oh, snap. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Angel's Army. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Dr. Jazz. Hey. Oh, snap. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Big Belly Bob. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. We were just chitty chatting, and I just happened to find out today, after a whole entire month, that George Floyd's murderer is out on bond. Just walking around, chilling. Not a care in the world, and we just don't even know. I just found out today, and the article was printed October 7th. I found out today, a month later. Dude been walking around for a whole entire month just chilling. And I'm not even upset with him per se. I'm upset with the judge. I'm upset with the prosecutors and the state, the defenders. I'm upset with them. I'm upset with that city, even the official. The mayor can't stand up and be like, is something wrong with this? These are the people who we should be pointing the fingers at. He got off because they let them. They let him. We need to hold them accountable because we, the people, elected them to say that it's okay for this to happen at the end of the day. That don't bother you? That doesn't bother you. We're the ones that put them in the positions. And all they're doing is implementing their positions the way they want. And we just stay mad at the defendant. Let's focus the energies on who did it and allowed it to happen. Wow, right? It's crazy. Because when you really seriously sit down and think about it and talk about it, you start to realize, like, dang, y'all, it really isn't just about the defendant. It's about the people who are surrounding that whole entire situation. The judge allowed it. The judge allowed it. And who hired the judge? They slick let him out while everyone was distracted by the crazy. But that's the thing, Keto. We always are so easily enticed and distracted by the elections, by the impeachments, by what else is going on big right now, y'all? What else is going on big? And while we've been distracted with the election, I'm pretty sure laws have still been passed, right? Because law still happens, right? Am I wrong? Does law still happen even when they're trying to hire someone else or keep the same person? Do laws still go on, or does that pause? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I mean, maybe I'm a little ignorant in that way because I never thought about it. I'm only ignorant in that way because I never thought about it. But can somebody tell me that maybe know more about politics than me, or a lot more? Do they still pass laws and stuff while that's going on? Not even law enforcement. Right. Still goes on. Oh my goodness. So as business goes on as usual. Sorry. Business goes on as usual. Y'all get it, right? Business is still going on as usual. And guess what? The election dragged out for, it was on the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, for 5 extra days, right? So there were 5 days that laws have been passing. And we're just rejoicing or angry about two people being in office. Meanwhile, the House and the Senate still been operating. Wake up, y'all. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what else will, because right now my mind is blown. And I'm nervous about what kind of laws could be going through that I don't even know about. That I haven't even been able to talk about because it's already been in motion for the last 5, 7, 12, 13, 15, 20 years. Or being reinstated from the last 12, 5, 20, 17, 60 years ago. I don't know. We won't know because we only worry about the surface things that media says pay attention to. Yep, laws still be processed. Major tax increases coming for those make that less than. I also believe that some Americans have short-term memory. Yes, I might get in trouble saying this, but it's true. BAU. What does BAU mean? They got to get their agendas done before they leave out. And we're so busy for 5 days. For 5 days extra, we were so busy looking at the meters going this way or that way, worrying about how media attention is going at a poll. And they've been free of worry of the masses, and they just been chilling, walking around. DC, local, state, whatever. I don't know why or how I got onto this topic. Oh, it was some socks. The age of technology is why I got onto this topic, right? And then George Floyd, right? So I guess we all need to become more concerned about the quiet stillness of things that could be majorly affected. So as soon as the media starts pushing our attention to something, jump off that bandwagon for a moment. Not to say to ignore it, but jump off the bandwagon for a moment and start to tread on the path. Like, well, what's going on? While that's going on, so can you tell me what's going on while that's going on? One thing, October 7th, a dude who we nationally, globally saw kill a human being under oath is walking around free for a month and doesn't have to go to trial until March. That's what I think upsets me the most. The murderer is walking around free. And imagine the amount of other murderers who are walking around free just because they had a good lawyer or just because the judge ruled that it's okay, or however they do that, right? Because I'm not a judge. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's how it calculates in my head. Start worrying about what's going on instead of what's going on. I don't know. I hope maybe you started to think a little differently about stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you might think I'm crazy and I'm just an angry person. I'm not. But I feel like it's an obligation and a duty for all of us to make each other aware of things. And if that's what today was all about, then let it be so. But as much as we can, let's stop being distracted by superficial things that we never will have control over. We can get it from the roots. Because guess what? From the roots is what grows a tree, eh? If we can get it at the root, then that tree might come different. Right now, all we're doing is pruning the little leaves and the branches. But we need to go dig deeper and uproot, clean off the roots a little bit, all those old roots that are stifled, so that some new roots can come up and that our tree will be more bountiful and beautiful and vibrant. Well, they will be working overtime these next few months. It's just a crazy thought. How are we supposed to move forward if all these people corrupt everything? You get it at the root. That's the only way, right? That's the only way. Because if you were raised, like, I'm not talking about literally raised, right? Because you become a politician. So you're raised. Whoever is your mentor, your leader, or whomever, that's where you get it at. Because if you teach somebody this is the right way, they're going to do that way. Simple as that. You got to get it at the root. Otherwise, we'll continuously be distracted by little vines that just get clipped and grow even more. And then those same old roots become a little bit stronger, because at the end of the day, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, I'll give it a month tops. We're not going to be thinking about this. It's just going to be a joke that's repeated over and over, a joke by the various comedians. We laugh, but yet we still suffer because murderers are walking around free. And we just don't hold the appropriate people accountable. Hey, Jay's Money. Money talks for these people. If we affect their money, they will listen. Oh, yes. And how have we affected money? Have we? Really, have we? Be careful about the bandwagons you jump on, too. Because once we realize who is at the root of some of those bandwagons, you would have just been recycling that same money. A little bit of food for thought, right? Maybe Google won't lie to you. Maybe Google will tell you some truth. I don't know. But start doing research about some of the various things we jump on the bandwagon for. Believe it or not, I think there is some truth out there. Or maybe you can take a parts of it, test it with your soul, because we should be focusing on understanding that our soul can guide us and lead us, i.e., whoever you believe in will lead us in the right way. And we'll tell you, there's not some truth to that. Hey, Fire in there, how are you? Welcome. I'm about to wrap it up right now anyway. But you're right. Money does move the world. On that note, I hope you guys remember that you are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you've gone through, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, doesn't mean that you're not as amazing as you were yesterday or even 5 minutes ago. But what I will say is once we become aware of something, that's when we are held accountable. Now that all 10 of us are aware that George Floyd's murderer got out on bond and is walking around from October 7th, that's when the article was printed, October 7th, has been walking around free for about a month now. And when I say free, I don't care if people are taunting him. I'm just saying He's able to come and go as he pleases. He's able to rest his head wherever he pleases. He's able to go food shopping whenever he please is. Now that we become aware of that, what are we going to do? Thank you, Dr. Jazz. Hey, J Dog. Oh, yeah, money is the root of all evil. The people who use the money are the root of all evil. Still doing dishes. Because you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't use money for evil. Or at least I don't intend on using money for evil. But if my intent was to do harm or to have a hidden agenda that nobody knew about, that's where the evil comes in. My agenda, as far as I can do, is always going to be pure. As long as I can have control, it will always be pure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Those people that use it the wrong way. I dig it. No apologies. This just makes your blood boil. It's making mine too. It's making mine too. I guess that's why I keep talking about it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for joining me. This is how we can be the difference, right? It doesn't always have to be peachy cherry, like, oh yay, let's be positive. Because about being positive is knowing that we can change. And that is positive. So don't get it twisted that being positive only means like, ooh, daisies and lilies and smiles and stuff. Being positive is also knowing that when you're aware of something, you have the ability to make a difference and change that. That's about being positive. Because at the end of the day, it helps the greater good. So, yes, be the difference as often as you can. Start within yourself and let it grow and glow. Hey, Mama Ray Ray. If I'm not mistaken, didn't someone confront him in the store? I don't even know, Ben. I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I don't know, Ben, but I heard that he don't have to stay there. He can move if he wants to. I mean, hey, that's what does he expect? You murdered somebody in broad daylight and in front of billions of people. I'm pretty sure you can't expect to walk around and people be like, hey, oh my goodness, I'm glad you're free. I'm pretty sure. But I want the judges. I want that judge. And I want that the whole prosecuting team or the defendant team. I don't care, whatever. That part of law that said it was okay for him to go. I want them. I want us to focus on them. Let's focus on them because they're the ones sleeping at night, chilling. And they're the ones that are doing the same thing possibly to other people that we don't know about in their city and state. Those are the people we should be worrying about. How do you sleep at night? And they're still going out to dinner because nobody knows that nobody's going to that judge and be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you set him free. Let's focus on them. Put the focus on them. That's where the real blame should be. He only doing what they allowed him to do. The judge, yes, exactly. And he's the one that said $1 million bond. It shouldn't have been no bond. It should have been like, you wait till March. Anyway, if you ever want to get to know anything more about Be the Difference clothing, or if you want to shop Be the Difference, go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. You can grab a book. The quotes look like these. 10% of all of my clothing sales goes to Hayden's Heart, and you can check that out. It has been for the last 7 years, 5 years maybe, because I joined them maybe like a year after. Okay, 6 years, because I joined them a year after I started my business. So for the last 6 years, and I showed you the analytics to when Amazon sends them the smile stuff too. So you guys already saw that. So trust and believe. When you shop Be the Difference clothing, 10% does go to somebody in need and their child that may be in need of medical attention while they're in the hospital. Those funds do go up fast. And also to aid the research in the, the heart conditions. the congenital heart conditions. And a piece of whatever you click on that link to purchase off of Amazon, some of that money goes there too. This is where my money comes from. Just so it's clear to you guys, my money comes from here. Joy's money comes from here. The profit of anything else goes to the business, to continuation of the business, and also to charity. Maybe my business skills and things are different from others, but maybe there wouldn't be a monopoly over different companies if everybody did that, gave instead of expecting to receive. This is how I make my money from Be the Difference. I'm proud to say it. I don't give anything to charity for what I wrote. This is what I decided. I said, I'm keeping this because I wrote it. Okay. Nadia Grandma. Hi. Judges are some of the least voted on elected officials. Replacing judges can be done with a very few votes. Oh, you speak that word, Nadia Grandma. Okay, now. You speak that word. I'm going to say it again. Judges are some of the least voted on elected officials. Replacing judges can be done with very few votes, often. Thank you. She came out the blue. She or he came out the blue. And thank you for joining me at Be the Difference. Hello, world. I'm glad you found me. And I'm glad you schooled me on some knowledge. And the rest of us. These are things that we need to be talking about and focusing on. I'm at 41 minutes. Time to go. Hey, Octavia. Now that you know what you're going to do about it, y'all. What are you going to do about it? Hold the roots accountable. So if you prune the root, new fruit will grow. You can't expect to see different results by trimming around the hedges just to make it look pretty. Get to the root of it, right? Didn't they say the root of all evil? The root canal on your tooth? Without the root canal done, your tooth was alive. You take the root out, you don't feel a thing. That's what I'm saying. Not your grandma. Thank you so much. I hope you do come back again. And I really do need to go because it's over 30 minutes. And I thank you guys for supporting Be the Difference. I thank you guys for always being here. If you could come back repeatedly, I appreciate it. I hope that we continue to grow together and learn things together. I hope that maybe something that I say may encourage you. Maybe something I said in the chat encourages you, because that's what this platform is all about, growth. I don't know what goes on behind the computer, but you see what's in front of you. Okay. Oh, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Fire and Air. Sorry, I missed you. So, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I appreciate you guys, as always. I am signing out on another episode of Hello World.